I just got hired in this new job na I'm gonna be paid for doing what I love. Let's just put it as that. Oh my
Yes!
God! Pwede naman pala. Pwede naman pala maging
Yes.
passionate and practical
Yeah.
at the same time.
Sometimes we limit ourselves kasi na, oh, I love this, pero walang pera doon. Diba?
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
what Mika did was like, wait lang, is there another form? Is there a different way, that I could still do what I'm passionate about, yet at the same time, I can earn from it. So, welcome everyone, and I'm so excited to bring in one of my most amazing clients inside here, my YouTube channel, and I'm bringing her in live because I wanted to get you inspired on what's really possible for you if you go after what you truly want, going after that dream career that you want, and at the same time be financially and mentally prepared for it. And I feel like my client here, Mika, really sets that example that you can take care of yourself, you can go after what you want, and at the same time feel like you can be financially confident and ready to do all the things that really prioritizes what you want, what you're passionate about, and all those things. All right, without further ado, I'm so excited to bring in Mika into my YouTube channel live. And I love her setup. Talaga nag-match sa aking aesthetic rin.
Yes. White, brown, gray, realness.
Yes, I love it. So, of course, I want to make sure that everyone in this video, everyone viewing here right now, really gets to know you, who you are, what you do, what you're passionate about. So, like, just walk us through your financial journey since you started earning. How was your relationship with money then versus how it is now?
Okay. So before kasi, thankful naman ako na I have this mindset na before na, oh, I need to save up. Kailangan akong magtabi ng certain amount. When I get my first job, kailangan yung una kong gawin, mag-ipon. So I already have that mindset. And then I also have this mindset noon na gusto ko na I wanted to have a job na that would give me my dream income. Yun talaga yung goal ko. And I thought before na um, kailangan nandun ka sa job that is profitable or parang high paying, kumbaga. So, during nung fresh grad ako, sabi ko sa sarili ko, sige nga, try ko nga gawin yun. Pero hindi ko rin siya nagawa for my first job kasi I ended up becoming a teacher, which I really love doing. So, ginawa ko yon. And then after becoming a teacher, I went to advertising, naging copywriter ako, which I also love. So, and then sabi ko, wait lang. Parang, di ba sabi ko, I would want to be in a job that is profitable, ganyan. So, nasa-stress ako in between my jobs like teaching and copywriting kasi, gusto kong habulin yung job na yon that's profitable, eme. But then, right now, parang na-realize ko na, bakit ako nagfo-focus sa getting that job, that profitable job, kung if there's such a thing, when I should be focusing on things that really matter to me, on things na gusto ko talagang gawin, na ginagawa ko na hindi ko lang binibigyan ng yung full energy. Kasi yung ibang energy na pupunta dun sa, I have to get that job, I have to get that profitable job, ganun. So, yun yung naging journey ko, I guess. It's simple, pero it's something na big siya for me.
So, how do you think that journey that you went through with the different jobs that you went through, how do you think that led you to the job that you have right now?
I guess yung keyword is exploration.
Mm-hmm.
Kung hindi ko sinubukan yung mga bagay na yun, I will never know what I truly want. And kahit na ginagawa ko na siya, like, it's there, I'm teaching na, I'm writing na, I'm doing all the things that I love, kung hindi ko siya napagdaanan, hindi ko mababalidate sa sarili ko na, this is what I want to do. Ito yung gusto kong gawin in my life. And it's not to say na hindi ako nag-try ng mga bagay na hindi ko pala nagustuhan. So
Mm.
in between, meron akong mga side hustles, yun pa isa, dami kong ginagawa.
Mm.
Parang there's teaching, there's this other thing, and then there's this other thing. So parang my
Mm.
energy was all over the place. Pero kung hindi ko yun ginawa, hindi ko, kumbaga, matetest kung ano, what really works for me, and ano ba talaga yung gusto ko talagang gawin.
Because when you think about like that time that you wanted to go all in with like kunyari,
Yeah.
teaching or
Yeah.
like going into what you're really passionate about and doubling down on that, what do you think was really hindering you to go all in towards what you want?
What was hindering me? I guess hindi ko alam kung ano yun. No. Alam ko na, pero hindi ko siya ine-embrace.
Mm.
So may feeling na hindi ko alam. Kahit na nasa harap ko na siya, hindi ko siya ine-embrace kasi sabi ko, gusto ko talaga yung profitable job na yun eh. I want to be in that career that would give me my dream income. And I feel like yung mga ginagawa ko ngayon na gusto ko, those are not it, 'di ba? Parang hindi yun eh, feeling ko. So lagi kong dine-deny, hindi yon. Kasi yung pagtuturo, yung ginagawa ko ngayon na um, pagsusulat and everything, wala dun yung pera. Yun yung nasa isip ko. And medyo I'm not proud of that kasi parang that's not, hindi dapat yun yung mindset ko. Pero yun na yung naging mindset ko. I guess kasi nandun ako sa point na gusto ko makapag-ipon agad, gusto ko ng malaking savings agad, yung parang pinipressure ko yung sarili ko na I have to be this by this age, parang ganun. Kaya natabunan na yung mga gusto ko talagang gawin, yung mga passions ko in life.
Yeah, and you know what? I think it's actually very brave of you to share that and like bring awareness to that because I mean, let's be real. Like when we graduate from college, yun naman talaga eh, 'di ba? Yun naman kasi
Yeah.
talaga yung kinondisyon sa atin. Especially in our
Mm-mm.
culture like nakapag-graduate ka na, dapat maghanap ka agad ng work. Tapos yung work na
Oo.
yon dapat align sa course mo, dapat yung sweldo ganyan. And
Yeah.
that's why it's
Oo.
so important that you brought that up because what if there's a different path? What if we
Yeah.
can have a different choice? Hindi yung parang, sige, basta yung most profitable, yung um, basta yung kung may income, mabigay. Kasi syempre, pag
Yeah.
college, sanay tayo, allowance lang, maliit lang, ganyan.
Oo.
Ako nga, saya-saya ko na nun, pag nakabili lang ng Dunkin' Donut nung college, parang feeling ko, parang, yes, nakapagtipid ako para
I
mabili
made it.
Dunkin'.
Oo.
Oo. And nung pag mag-work ka na, parang, sige, basta may income kasi yun naman yung goal. Pero is
Yeah.
it really? Like, as you said na, what if natabunan lang talaga what you're passionate about? Because what if you could actually earn more doing
Yeah.
what you're really passionate about? And I feel like that's really the path that you were
Mhm.
really able to like shift your lens towards and it opened up so
Yes.
many opportunities for you. So tell me about that. Like when you shifted your lens towards, okay, I could actually, ngayon, nung natanggal ko na yung mga, sabi mo nga, natabunan lang siya, nung tinanggal mo yung mga parang nag-bury
Oo.
doon sa
Oo.
mga things that you were passionate about, what opened up for you when you realized na, teka lang, what if may pera dun sa gusto ko and I can actually really enjoy it a lot more?
Opportunities na nasa harap ko na noon pa lang, na parang hindi ko lang talaga siya, again, natabunan nga siya. So, hindi ko siya napapansin kasi I was so focused on having that income no matter
Mm.
what, no matter the cost, di ba? So, yeah, opportunities came to me. Na-uncover ko siya. And dahil na-uncover ko siya, mas lumawak yung options ko na parang, oh, I can do this, I can also do this and that. And what's good about that is I really genuinely feel happy about it. I really genuinely feel passionate about it. Alam mo yun, wala nang questions at the back of my mind na parang, hindi ako yun eh. Parang never ko pa siyang nagawa. Parang first time ko siyang gagawin. Aaralin ko pa siya and all that. Pupunta pa ako sa process na ganito. So, walang ganon. And dahil doon, mas nagkaroon ako ng drive to look for more. And I found more. I found more opportunities.
Exactly. And I think what you shared is an example of like sometimes we think that kapag focus tayo dun sa most profitable job, that's where we get the most money. But
Yeah.
actually, if we focus more on what serves our purpose, what serves the things that we're passionate about, what we truly enjoy, that's
Mhm.
when we have several more options and choices. And
Yeah.
we're like, ano kaya dito yung pinaka gusto ko? Ano kaya dito yung pinaka align sa akin? And at the
Mm.
same time, I can get my dream income. And
Yeah.
that's really like the shift that I saw in you, na from like, basta kailangan ko mag side hustle to get more, to save
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess share ko lang din, Coach, na it comes
Mm-mm.
with being a panganay, I guess. Sabi ko, nung gumraduate ako, there's this pressure na I think yung mga panganays out there can relate na
For
parang
sure.
I need to save up, I need to buy my parents insurance and yung siblings ko kailangan may ganito sila ganyan. So that build parang nag-build up yung parang pressure na kailangan kong mag-earn more. So kailangan maghanap ako ng trabaho that can give me that. So, kaya nagkaroon ng ganong mindset na parang, profitable job, Kahit na nung time na yun, what is profitable ba? What is
Mm-hmm.
profitable ba? Parang something na would give me this amount? May amount ba siya na ganon? So, yon.
Yeah, it's the question of like, how do you know it's even profitable? How do you know
Yeah.
it's profitable for you? Diba?
Like,
And those,
yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
And nagsisearch ako ng something profitable and I don't even know what profitable is. Yun yung funny. Parang, okay, basta I could have that amount na feeling ko mataas. I think yun yung mindset ko nun.
Yeah, yeah. And, after like realizing that, if you're okay to share, like, how do you think that helped you to getting the dream job that you have now, where you get to really have that profitable job and at the same time be passionate about it?
I guess it's defining defining your own kind of profitable job.
Mm.
Um, kasi before, I thought yung mga profitable job, this amount na parang, let's say 30,000, that's profitable na for me, or 35,000, that's profitable na for me. But right now, thinking about it, parang profitable really is not, you really can't put a price on it kasi the more na you put a price on it, mas contained ka eh. Parang, okay, 35,000 is the profitable job. Is a profitable income for that profitable job. Eh, kulong ka na dun. 35K, that's it. Na parang kinukulong mo na yung sarili mo dun. So, right now, na-realize ko na along with other things in life right now, na you define what success is, you define what what a profitable job is, you define it, it's all on you. So, parang nahalin tulad ko nga siya sa pabango kasi I'm into perfume. So, parang naisip ko one time, nag-aamoy ako ng mga dikan sa binili ko sa Shopee. Parang metaphor din siya dun sa mga natutunan ko sa coaching calls na parang perfume is something that's very personal. Diba? It depends on your body chemistry, kung preference mo, mood mo, kung gusto mo masaya, gusto mo medyo night-ish yung feeling. So it's the same thing with financial success, I guess. It's more on what works for you. Ano ba yung system that works for you and what you want, your style, yung personality mo, everything else. Ang dami nagka-come into play. So, yon, coach.
Yeah. And I love that analogy because, like, for example, yung mom ko, mahilig siya sa rose na scent. I hate that.
Oh,
I
really?
hate rosy scent. Parang masyado siyang
OMG.
girly for me. So
Oh,
ako, I
okay.
realized, mas mahilig ako sa mga, oh my gosh, yung parang,
Powdery.
ayoko ng girly scents. Mas gusto ko yung parang medyo
Okay.
neutral. Like, parang kapag sinuot ng lalaki, sinuot ko, okay lang. Parang, basta ayoko nung
Okay.
flowery
Gets.
scent. Parang it's more
Gets.
of like,
Fruity, ayaw mo rin nun.
fruity pwede pa, pero ayoko nung
Okay.
sobrang strong na sweet scent. So yung
Okay.
mom ko, like, yun yung suot niya. Pero dahil nanay ko siya, sige, yakapin ko pa rin siya dahil kahit yun yung amoy niya. Tsaka niliregaluhan ko pa siya ng pabango na yun dahil yun yung gusto niya. Pero I would
Oo.
never, like, wear her own scent because I have my own scent.
Okay.
And I stick to, like, 2 scents that I know I like.
Interesting.
Tapos, like,
Okay.
allergic pa ako sa scents. Like, there's some scents, babahinga ko agad. Oo, sobrang sensitive ng ilong ko. So,
Oh, okay.
just to align with your analogy, it's like sometimes nababahing tayo sa mga versions of success ng ibang tao pero pinagpipilitan pa rin natin suotin.
Yeah. I love that. Exactly. Parang sabi nila sa reviews, mabango 'to, itong perfume na 'to.
Ah,
So, I buy it
mm.
kasi sabi nila mabango. Pero when I wear it, parang, no, parang hindi siya ako eh. Parang gano'n eh. Pag naamoy ako, parang hindi ito yung gusto ko maamoy sa sarili ko, gano'n.
Yeah, and sometimes you need to actually smell it, to experience it, to realize that, hey, it's not for me.
Yeah, buy
And
decants first. Yung mga small,
yeah,
try out first before,
yeah,
committing to the whole thing, to the whole full bottle.
yeah. And that's kind of what you did also, is that you tried experimenting, like you tried going through the different kind of side hustles, checking na,
Yeah.
sabi nila, ito yung version of success, ito yung dapat na work, ganyan. And then for you to realize that,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? I can change my mind if I don't want this scent. I can change my mind if
Yeah.
I tried the, sabi mo nga, the trial size.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now
Yeah.
I realize I don't want this. I don't want the
Yeah.
full bottle. I don't want to keep doing this for the next 3 years. And I think that's one of the things that, from what you shared, sometimes nililimit natin yung sarili natin that we can't change our mind about our career. Na parang, oh, ito yung course mo, therefore you get this. Sabi nila, kapag ka mahilig ka sa ganito, dapat ganito yung work mo. Pero like, who said so? Who said so? What if we get to decide na parang, what if I customize my own scent? What if I decide what the version of what I like really is and stick to that? And I think what you shared, it just shows na parang we need to give ourselves permission to change our mind, to create our own version of success, knowing that if it's really who you are and what you're genuine about, then the money comes. So like speaking of that, so tell me about like what do you think were the misconceptions that you were able to overcome around money, seeing that journey that you've been in and after coaching together?
Okay. Two things. So first, yung nasabi ko na parang money only comes in when you go into that profitable job, whatever that is.
Mm.
And the second one is working a lot, side hustling, side hustling too much. Well, side
Yeah.
hustling in itself, it's not bad. It's really good. Pero I guess what I want to say is more on ang dami mong tinatry na decants. Going back sa pabango analogy, kasi nakaka-relate ako ngayon, parang kakaamoy ko lang ng mga decants, ang dami kong
Oh.
binili. So sa ang dami kong inaamoy, ang sakit na sa ilong. So parang nahihilo
Mm.
na ako, hindi ko na alam kung ano bang scent to, parang naghahalo na silang lahat. So I guess the same thing na parang ang dami kong tinatry all at the same time and my energy is just spread out. It's spread out to the point na pag yung nakwento ko kasi yung coach before na pag natutulog ako, parang ang dami nilang voices, ang daming things in my head na parang matutulog ako dreaming of working, ganon, mga ginagawa ko in life, na parang ang gulo. So, I guess yun nga, yung misconception na you need to be doing a lot of things for you to get that dream income. You have to stress yourself out to get that dream income. So, yun, coach.
Yeah. And what do you think is your new belief about getting your dream income now?
Ngayon, it's not about the super duper hardcore hustle. It's more on hustling with a purpose. Yun. So,
Mhm.
parang more on being aligned, finding out kung ano ba talaga yung gusto mo, which is a very hard thing to see. That's why I'm thankful sa coaching calls natin, coach. Pero yun, knowing your identity, embracing that identity, and then choosing yung mga decants or yung mga, natatawa ko, yung mga
Mm.
tasks or jobs or whatever na aligned doon sa identity mo. Kasi once you have that theme or your identity, mas
Mm.
madali it won't feel like you're juggling different jobs.
Mhm.
Kasi parehas sila ng intention, parehas ng purpose.
I love that. And that also allows us to preserve our energy on the opportunities that really matter. 'Di ba? It's
Yes.
not like, okay, itry ko lahat. How do you pronounce it? Decan?
Yeah, decants.
Okay. So, decants. So, obviously, di ba? Dalawang pabango lang talaga yung tinatry ko, kaya hindi ko alam paano i-pronounce yung decants. So, decants. So, imagine mo, para nga siya na, okay, kunyari ako, alam ko na ayoko ng flowery scent, so bakit ako magta-try ng flowery na decant? Or why am
Yeah,
I going to try that? It's just gonna be a waste of my energy, my money, right?
money.
Versus, as you said, what if we already filter? Okay, knowing that this is what I want, knowing na ayoko ng flowery scent, knowing that mas gusto ko yung parang mas, my gosh, I'm not good at describing scents. Ano yung, how do you pronounce yung bergamot?
Bergamot. I don't really know actually kung ano yung tama, pero people pronounce it as bergamot.
Yun. Basta
Yung sa
yun.
mga
Parang
review.
may candle ako na parang yun yung scent. I'm like, I love this kinds of scents. And this is the kind of scent that I really lean towards. So like, I would
Mm.
rather, it's kind of like choosing na, okay, if I want those kinds of scents, yun yung pipilian ko ng, doon ako pa-preserve ng energy ng,
Yeah.
ng money ko towards. It's kind of like, as you said na, if we are already so clear on what we want and what we don't want, then it's gonna be easy for us to filter the kind of opportunities that are worth applying for, that are worth honing our skills for. And ito yung sabi ko na parang, when we graduate from college, we weren't taught that. We were just taught
Yes.
na just get the job that's most aligned to your job, to your course, and make
Mm.
sure that
Para
it's at
hindi
least,
sayang.
and at least it's X amount. Yung mga ganun na parang, and then parang how do I know that that's really what's gonna fulfill my purpose and all of that. So it goes back to like we need to be purpose driven instead of money driven, And it was so evident with you and during our journey together that when you got more excited about what you're passionate about, what your purpose is when it comes to teaching, when it comes to like content creation and all of that, that's when you were able to get your dream income. And that's why I was like literally just before this live interview, I was like so excited for you because of the opportunities that have come in. So do you want to share a peek of that and how where you are now?
Okay. It's actually very surreal talking about it na parang it's actually happening na ngayon.
Mm-hmm.
So, first is yung new I just got hired in this new job na I'm gonna be paid for doing what I love. Let's just put it as that. Oh my
Yes.
God! As in legit talaga. Parang minsan iniisip ko, oh my God, I will receive this much amount of income doing what I love doing. Parang, totoo ba yun? So, there. That happened. And magsisimula na ako doon this week. Ayan. Oh my God! And then, yung second one is content creation. Kasi, di ba I shared na I love teaching. In general, I just love teaching. And yun nga yung iniisip ko, parang what if gusto ko ng teaching, pero what if I can do it in some other form na I enjoy at the same time? And that is content creation. Parang napag-marry ko yung love for teaching, love for copywriting, love for content creation. It's all there. So parang I'm side hustling kasi meron job na to, yung bagong job, and then this content creation. These are two different things, pero same lang sila. Kasi it's aligned with who I am as someone who loves teaching, who loves writing, who loves content creation. It's a perfect mix. It's the perfect scent for me, kumbaga.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And I just cannot be more proud of Miqa because she was able to take so much action during the coaching program. It was like 8 weeks, and then like literally during those 8 weeks, like, coach, nag-apply na ako, ganyan. I already said my target income, ganyan, ganyan. And then I feel so good about it. Tapos I posted on TikTok and then I went viral. And, it was just
Yeah.
so much fun every time we hop on a call because first, not only were you so open to be like, oh my gosh, ito pala yung belief ko. That's as you said, like, parang, kailangan sobrang stress na stress ako to get the income I want. But then when you were able to like reframe that and, create a more empowering belief about yourself na, hey, you know what? I can actually earn more from doing what I love, something I'm passionate about. And then here you are now, that you're able to like go all in that. It just makes me so 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 happy that all of these opportunities and all of these blessings are coming in for you. So guys, make sure you check out Miqa on TikTok and her YouTube channel, because she is posting valuable content. Okay, if you want to like improving your English skills.
Yeah, and school tips and all that. So basically, parang siyang virtual classroom.
I
A
love
virtual
it.
classroom on TikTok. Ah, di ba? Very Gen Z.
Yeah, and this is like an example of like sometimes we limit ourselves kasi oh, I love this, pero walang pera doon. 'Di ba?
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
what Mika did was like, wait lang, is there another form? Is there a different way, that I could still do what I'm passionate about, yet at the same time I can earn from it.
Yeah.
And it's also, I love what you shared, na as a panganay, you still were able to overcome those limiting beliefs. So tell me about knowing that you were able to pursue your dream career. How does it change your old belief about being a panganay now?
Kasi before, sabi ko, di ba, when you're a panganay, you have to be very practical.
Mm-hmm.
You have to help as soon as you can sa family mo. So, being that yung may practical mindset na yun, parang wala na sa akin yung parang idealistic version of me nung college, nung high school na I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to do that. And when I graduated, parang biglang, reality bomb. Panganay ka, and then you have responsibility. So I had to do things na um, that could give me the income that I want. So yun din yung naging limiting belief ko. Na I can't earn my dream income by just doing simply what I love, what I love doing. Of course, that goes without saying na I have some certain privileges then, of course, kaya I was able to do exactly that. But hindi rin ibig sabihin nun na it wasn't hard. So, yun. Pero right now, seeing na I'm creating my own definition of success, and that na akong sariling path. Meron akong sariling definition of what is financial success. Mas naging free yung feeling ko ngayon.
Yeah. And not only are you prioritizing what you're really passionate about, but you also can make more room in helping your family
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
sacrificing you.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what, yung na-realize ko rin after overcoming that limiting belief na I can't earn my dream income by just doing what I love. Doing what you love doesn't have to be something na butterflies, fairy tale. Alam mo yun, yung
Mm-hmm.
parang very something that's very, ano ba tawag doon? There's something too idealistic. Kasi pag sinabi mo, I want to do something that I'm passionate about, something that I love, sasabihin sa'yo ng someone older than you na parang that's so idealistic. Na parang in this world, parang hindi na yan parang applicable. Pero I guess feeling ko dapat we say it in another way na parang um, doing what you love comes in different forms.
Mm-hmm.
Na parang, for example, if you love you say I love to become a teacher, for example. As in yung teacher na sa classroom. Yan. Pero what if you don't love being a teacher? What if you love teaching? Yon, 'di ba? So when you say that, parang you love teaching, ang dami na nun. Ang dami ng opportunities na papasok, content creation, teaching sports, teaching if you like teaching and then you love sports, then marry that, 'di ba? Parang na-realize ko lang yun kasi I was listening to a podcast na I really really love, and then sinabi niya yon na parang oo nga no, what if we try looking at it in a different angle? So then yung limiting belief na yon doesn't become a limiting belief na kasi it's true na eh. Na parang you can, parang, yung limiting belief na yun, it transformed into something else. Na parang I can achieve that income by doing what I love.
Yeah.
So, yun.
Yeah. Which is so powerful. And, you know, after going through that shift in your mindset, the next question is like, okay, so let's say someone's listening and like, okay, I know like you can earn more doing what you love, but like how do you make sure that you are financially prepared to take the leap,
Yeah,
right? Of course, hindi
yeah,
naman
that's
siya
the
parang,
practicality of it.
yeah, like we have to be like, okay, passionate, but at the same time, like how can we be both passionate and practical, I think, right?
Yes.
Which is something that we went through inside the coaching program. So like what do you think were like, let's say the top three things that you were able to learn after our coaching that really helped you in being financially prepared to now start in your dream job?
Okay. The first one, coach, is embracing my identity. I think yun yung nagsimula ng lahat. Um, you were able to help me parang figure out what I really want. Parang alam ko na eh. Pero you just have to sort it out and really ilabas siya sa akin. Kumbaga, eto na siya. Nasa harap mo na siya. Ganun. So that's one, embracing my identity, who I am. Second one is having not just a financial system, but a simplified financial system. Kasi before yung sabi ko nga sa'yo, coach, yung financial sheet ko parang ang dami ng cheche-boreche, ang dami ng accessories, kumbaga. So to the point na kapag nagba-budget ako, parang parang na-drain niya yung energy sa akin of just sitting there and budgeting. Pero now, with this simplified na financial system, everything is just easier. As in, parang deciding whether to buy this or not is easier. And deciding what to purchase is easier. Parang what amount to save is easier. Everything's just easier. So, yun, coach. Yung dalawang yun talaga.
Yeah, yeah. I remember like how it was so life changing for you like when you embrace your identity, because the misconception is right na parang I just need to probably change my environment para
Yeah.
I'll finally be more motivated. Baka dapat ilagay ko sa calendar ko. Of course all those things are good, but then before we get to that stage of like saying what's our to-do list, what do we need to take action on, we need to first understand what is the identity that we want to step into that will motivate us to take those actions. And that's really what's empowering for you, like realizing na parang, the kind of identity that I was trying to, force the scent on me is like not for me. And now I get to really like step into the identity now, what I really want, that you get to still love teaching, that you still get to love all the things that you're passionate about and take action on them. I feel like that's why it's like it was so natural for you to take those kinds of actions that led you to where you are now. And so I think that's like a big takeaway na really getting clear on what kind of identity we want to step into, and then the actions follow, because we get to ask ourselves like, oh, if I want to be X, then what actions am I going to start doing tomorrow, you know? And then, yeah, and then second thing is like, as you said, the simple financial system. And as you said, it also needs to be customized to like what your preferences are,
Yeah.
right? What your
Yeah.
income is. It all goes back to like what you said earlier, is that it needs to be something so simple, because it became so simple because it's customized to you and what your responsibilities are and things like that. So to tie everything in a really nice bow, coming through, going through that journey together of our coaching, what do you think is like the best financial advice that you'd give to your younger self that would have changed her life and maybe changed the lives of the people watching right now?
Okay, related siya dun sa previously na pinag-usapan natin, and that is to always keep it simple and sincere. I guess yun yung advice. Very simple. Simple kasi again yung pinag-usapan natin, coach, na para it has to be something that is sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
Not simple, for me it's not sustainable kasi ang daming mo kailangan i-take into consideration. Pero when it comes to finances, the simpler the better. The simpler the better. Kasi minsan tatanong mo sa sarili mo, kailangan ko ba to? Kailangan ko ba to? When in fact pwede mo lang sabihin na hindi ko kailangan yan eh. That's it. Hindi ko kailangan yan eh. It just takes that, siguro yung mindset nga eh. Kaya important yung mindset sa una pa lang bago yung simplified financial system na ginawa natin. Yon. And then sincere, Kasi, again, it goes back to embracing your identity. You have to be true to yourself. Kasi you're gonna end up doing, sabi nga ni Selena Gomez, you're gonna end up do what you love because you're gonna end up doing it anyway. So why not be true to yourself sa una pa lang, na parang what you really want. Don't think about the career, like, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer. Don't put yourself in a box. Yun yung natutunan ko. Kasi put yourself into something, yung mga skills na gusto mo, teaching, photography, public speaking, ano ba yung mga yon. And then, just go from there. Parang ganun. And then the money will follow. I think yung advice na to was, came from my mother first. Lagi niya sinasabi sa akin. Even before na nasa limiting belief season pa ako. Parang yung nanay ko, gawin mo kung ano yung nakakapagpasaya sa'yo. Kung ano yung gusto mo talaga. Kasi that's what she did. And yung mom ko, hindi siya nakatapos, hindi siya, she lived a very simple life sa province. And it was simple, but of course, may mga challenges. It was a really hard life. But at the end of the day, she kept to that. Na parang, ano ba yung mga bagay na nakakapagpasaya sa akin? Na hindi lang nakakapagpasaya sa akin, kundi para rin sa iba. Nakakapagpasaya sa iba. So, I guess yun din yung naging inspiration ko. Yeah, my mom always tell me that. And look at where it brought me. Yeah.
You really are such an inspiration to those people who relate to your story na whether they're a panganay or whether they feel like they're putting themselves in a box in their career, even though they know deep inside that they want
Yeah.
something else. And I feel like
Yeah.
that's a lot of me also. You know, I mean, ganun naman din ako before na parang, dapat eto lang, dapat ganito lang. But then we don't get to question or challenge ourselves na, is it really? Or are there other opportunities that could be more aligned to what we want? And so, just one more last thing that I want to really ask you is that what do you think wouldn't have been, what do you think was, what became more possible for you that wouldn't have been possible if you didn't join our coaching together?
Kasi as a person, parang ang dami kong gustong gawin talaga. Parang dami kong gusto i-try, dami kong gusto explore. If hindi ako nag-sign up for coaching ko, I would still be that person na parang, let's try this, let's try that. Oh, that's pretty, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. I needed that guide, that framework, that step by step na process for me to be grounded. Na parang I needed someone to sit me down and then show me the way. Show me yung process na step by step. Kasi I'm a really process-driven person. Gusto ko naka-Excel sheet. Gusto ko yung tabs naka-organize according to dun sa steps. Ganon. So parang yun yung binigay sa akin ng coaching call. That clear framework, blueprint that's already laid out for me. All I have to do is to show up and, be true to myself dun sa entire process ng coaching calls.
Exactly. And I think that's why it was also such a joy being your coach, because again, you were just so open and you were like, okay, like, let's just make sure that I lay down the foundations, and then, it was also so easy for you to apply and implement everything, and it really really shows like where you are now, that when you first like really acknowledge that, hey, this is not something that I don't want anymore, like I don't want to keep doing this, I feel like that's the first step, right? Or like, I don't want to do this
Yeah.
anymore, I know there's something else. What is that something else? And when you first acknowledge that, and then second was like, okay, now it's like peeling all the layers of what I don't want to be. Ano yung pag pinagpipilitan kong mga sense na hindi naman para sa akin. Kasi it's, it's most of the time, it's like, we've been trying to wear different sets of clothes to fit a certain standard. Na parang, okay, kailangan ganito, kailangan ganyan. And what happened during our coaching was that really like taking, kumbaga decluttering who you are not. It was really like
Yeah.
peeling all of that and like leaving at the core who you really are. and how that became like really your compass into like, okay, now I know what to spend on. Now I know what earning opportunities I really want to focus on and explore, rather than doing 10,000 things at the same time and then, feeling like really, really like tired and burnt out, right? And it really shows with you now that you are much lighter, you are happier with where you are now. And I'm just so, so, so proud of you that you got to that place, because you first acknowledged that there's something you don't want anymore. And then second, that you
Yeah.
embraced who you really want to be. And third is that you realize that having a solid, simple financial system could really help you become practical and be financially prepared for that. So yeah. Any last
Thank you
words
so
or
much,
any
Coach.
last piece of advice that you want to share here?
Um, I guess take ko na rin yung opportunity to thank you, Coach, for this wonderful program that you have. Kasi na-discover ko siya on TikTok. Like I was telling you. Tapos parang naka-relate ako na parang I wanted that. I wanted that mindset. Yung mindset niya, yung principles na sinasabi niya sa TikTok and sa YouTube, kasi na-discover ko yung YouTube ma after. I wanted that. Parang how? How? And then when I have this like blueprint nga, it was something that really got to the root of the problem. I think that's it. That's it. Yun yung isa sa mga super thankful ako. Kasi once na solve na yun, parang everything else just followed. So I'm really thankful so much dito sa program na to and to you, Coach Nick, kasi it really changed it. This is gonna sound cliche, pero it is true. It changed my life. Kasi right now wala na akong like mas masaya na ako, genuinely. Mas masaya kasi I got to embrace who I really am in a practical way. O, di ba? Parang hindi lang siya basta-basta na ano
Yeah.
na romantic. Yun yung word na hinahanap ko. Hindi siya na romanticize
Yeah.
lang.
Yeah.
It's something na really thought out. Yung talagang pinag-isipan. So, yan,
Yeah.
Coach. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. I appreciate all of that. And it just brings me back to like why I always wanted to be a coach in the first place, is that you get to realize who you really are and really go all in with that, and knowing na you can be both passionate and practical about pursuing
Yeah,
that.
I
I
like
love
that.
that. I love the
Gusto ko
usapan natin.
yun.
Gusto ko yun. Passionate and practical.
Yeah,
Because
passionate
we
and
think we can
practical.
only be one.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, lalo na sa akin, na parang kasi, I don't know if you're into astrology, pero sabi nila,
Mm.
you're so Pisces, parang you're so quiet, you're so emotional, and all that, which I
Oh,
am. Pero sabi ko, hala, baka hindi naman ako masyadong practical na. So, magiging practical naman ako, ganyan. Sabi ko, one thing at a time. So, pwede naman pala. Pwede naman pala maging
yes.
passionate and practical
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, because that's also like what we were like quote unquote conditioned with, right? As
Yeah.
Filipinos, sa parang, bak masyado ka namang ano, idealistic pag ginawa mo yan.
Yeah.
Or at the same time, baka naman masyado kang kuripot, masyado ka
Mm.
namang strict sa sarili mo. We need to find the middle ground, and I feel like you have done that. And I'm so happy that you decided to be here and share your story, because I feel like it's gonna inspire so, so, so many people. So speaking of, why don't you plug what you have right now, so that they could see what you have going on?
Ayun guys, so if you are interested with, especially if you're a student, um, regardless kung like if you're in high school pa lang, college, or like graduate na, I have that kind of content. So, hindi marunong mag-vlog. Oh my gosh. Ang awkward. Pero yeah, I have school tips, ganyan, self-care school tips, basically a virtual classroom. Like, there's a community there na we can help each other out in becoming better students and enjoying it in the process na hindi siya masyadong stressful. So you can follow me
Yeah.
on TikTok at Miqa Paz. So that's MIQAPAZ. Yan, sa TikTok. And
Yeah.
also on YouTube. Though hindi pa ako masyadong active sa YouTube. Pero soon. Ayan, soon.
I love it. All right. Thanks so much, Mika, for dropping in my channel. And I'll see you soon. Catch up soon.
Yes, please, Coach. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Thank
Bye.
you.